Hi guys! I don't know if anyone's in here yet, but I just like to start talking right away because I don't want you to have to wait for me to get in here or to start talking. And I'm sorry, I've obviously got way too much lighting going on. So let me figure out how to fix that. Unfortunately, you don't get to see like how bright it is until you're actually here. Whew. Okay. Is that better? Better. Okay. Hi guys. Anyway, I just want to talk today a little bit about dealing with like setbacks with your journey or weight loss journey or setbacks in general and just how we deal with those. I feel like I've been kind of going through a little bit of a setback as far as kind of doing like whatever I want right now because it's summertime and I haven't been quite as diligent with like tracking in the past week or two. So I feel like I need to get back on track, but I also feel like in the past when I was before surgery, I really had a hard time getting back on track when I would do things like this because I just felt like, oh my gosh, I already dug my grave. It's too late. I'm on the path to like regaining weight now. And I think there's definitely a big difference between like pre-op and post-op mindset, and especially that we need to have. So I just wanted to share with you guys that I am, the past couple weekends I've shared with you in other videos, have just been kind of eating like pretty much like crap compared to what I normally eat. Like I never go like buck wild, but I had like ice cream yesterday. This wasn't the weekend, obviously. It's Wednesday, so that was yesterday. I had ice cream with the kids. I had like a cone too because they had gluten-free waffle cones at the ice cream place, and I just felt like I needed to treat myself. So I'm kind of in one of those zones right now, and I think I have to be really careful because 4th of July week, actually last year, was the week that I started going up in weight. I had gotten down to like 154, and then 4th of July week was the week that it started going back up, and then it continued to go back up until like December, January of this year. So that's where I'm at, but I know myself, and I know that I have to be good to myself, and I have to go at this from kind of a proactive approach and not be like, all right, Emily, you got to crack down. Tomorrow you got to start eating like greens and 800 calories and 2 carbs kind of thing. I have to kind of be normal with myself, or I will go crazy and I will feel deprived, and that's just like any other diet that we've ever done in our whole lives. I have done Weight Watchers so many times, and it didn't work for me because I can't do deprivation of like the utmost kind. That's why I do cheat days. That's why I do cheat meals, because I need that extra little bit to know that I can have it if I want it. I'm kind of rebellious that way, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's just my personality is kind of a little bit rebellious, but I don't know if anyone has like similar qualities to that kind of attitude. Let me know. Comment, say hi if you're here. Welcome if you are here. If you just want to stay quiet and watch, that's fine too. But I love feedback, love to answer questions for you guys, so pop them up whenever you feel like it. But I today have been eating pretty well, and this morning did my protein coffee and then held off and didn't eat until like noon, and then had one of those Gilbert's chicken sausages. I showed it on my Instagram story, just trying those out from Costco, and they are really good. It's like a cheddar cheese chicken sausage. They're supposed to be healthy, like no hormones, and it looks like they didn't have any nitrates or anything like that. So that was a good lunch with some salad on the side and some homemade dressing that I also made on Instagram stories that you guys saw. I made a cilantro lime version this time. That was really good. I just didn't have any fresh garlic, so it wasn't quite as yummy as I normally have it, but that was that was today. So, and then I just had some Halo Top for like my sweet treat snack, which I haven't been eating, but now that I've been eating kind of cruddy the past few days, I feel like I need sweets again, which is kind of bummer. But and tonight I'm going to have like a burger patty, like a 85-15 lean patty burger from Aldi's, and with a little bit of romaine, lettuce, and mustard, like stone ground mustard, and then the reduced sugar Heinz ketchup with that. And then I'm figuring out like what to put on the side. Actually, cauliflower mash sounds really good, and I do have stuff for that, so I might have to do the cauliflower mash on the side. I don't know. We'll see. But back on track. Late night has been a problem for me. I'm still like kind of figuring out vacation stuff, so I will hopefully just go to my bed tonight after work because I'm working till 10 just to get extra hours in, and I will go to bed tonight and maybe just lay there and plan. I've been looking for another dress to rent we're going to be in Miami Monday and Tuesday, and I kind of want like a cute dress to maybe do for nighttime or daytime. I'm not sure yet. I found this adorable jumpsuit, you guys. It was like ruffles but off shoulder right here, and then fitted black with like the wide trouser leg pants. So, but it all together jumpsuit, and it's not available for those dates. I'm so sad. It's like all the reviews on it were like, this fits amazing and it's so cute. You just can't lift your arms up and dance, but so excited. I haven't lost much of anything for 7 weeks. It's getting very discouraging. I'm missing lots of your videos because my internet is lagging. Oh, Courtney, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I don't know where you are in your journey. There's definitely some stalls that happen. I don't know. I do find, like, I do keto. I've talked about that lots of times. I do find with a keto, I don't have as many stalls, at least if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. I did not go up in weight this week, which was a holy miracle. I actually wasn't going to weigh myself this morning because I kind of ate late last night and I've just been eating like junk. So I told myself I would eat well today and then weigh myself tomorrow. And then I'm like, where's the accountability in that? So I weighed myself this morning, 167.6, which is the same weight I was last week. So that's kind of cool. I didn't gain. And what that tells me is, okay, you've been given a gift and now you need to get your booty moving. And I mean, like in gear, not eating like crap. So, and I'm headed on vacation on Monday. I've talked about this a bazillion times. I know you guys are bored probably with hearing it, but I'm excited. And I know I'm not going to eat like awesome. I have a feeling sometimes I lose weight on vacation simply because I don't have time to eat or we're like busy doing things. So we'll see how it goes. I know I'll be doing tons of walking. South Beach is where we're going to be Monday and Tuesday, and staying at this place called El Paseo is the hotel name, and it's right in the heart of South Beach. So I'm so super excited. I've never stayed in Miami. I've only been in the airport in Miami, and everything is supposed to be walkable. The beach is 2 blocks away, and it's in like the Art Deco district. It's also on this street called Espanol Way, and it's like all these Mediterranean, European looking places that are there, and like there's just a ton of good looking restaurants, like a Cuban restaurant, and so excited to just try new food. So yeah, I'm looking forward to food. I'm getting excited about food. Like I said, I don't do as much in my last video, but when it's travel time, it's exciting. Let me know too, guys. I plan on vlogging like my eating and maybe a little bit of other stuff. How about drinking? Summer fun brings on more booze. Absolutely, Penny. I definitely drink more alcohol in the summertime. Like I just had one of those, if you saw my Instagram, Smirnoff sparkling seltzers, the spiked sparkling seltzer last night, which was so good. It's 90 calories and 1 carb if you're looking for a good drink. I found out the hard way that I can't have them. I have issues with gluten, and it is a malt beverage, so if you're gluten-free, you won't be able to do it, unfortunately, which I'm so bummed about. I hope someone else comes out with a non-malt version. I don't know why Smirnoff has to make all their drinks malt, all their non-vodka drinks malt. It's kind of annoying to me, but anyway, I had major stomach issues this morning after that. But it was really good, and I drink a lot of wine spritzers. I've talked about that. Like I do like a white wine blend with like grapefruit LaCroix, or like the Aldi version of the grapefruit sparkling water, and that helps cut down. I really try not to drink like the sugary stuff. I did see at the bar that we go to, like locally, when my kids are gone, we'll just like jump over there. They have palm trees in the back and stuff, and it's really fun for Michigan. We like that kind of thing. It feels like you're in someplace tropical. They had the Skinny Girl margarita mix, so I haven't tried that yet, but I do miss margarita. Sometimes I love the salt around the rim and just like a margarita on the rocks. Sorry about this lightning, guys. It's I realize it's very intense. and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that this is on my phone. But yeah, I feel your pain on the increased alcohol intake during the summer. It's absolutely, for me, I drink probably 3 nights a week, it seems like. Hi, Big Mama. How are you post-op? Think you had your big surgery day a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having a couple beverages, of course, on vacation, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, and I do plan on eating well as much as I can. What about the carbonation? Thought we should not have that. If you're newly post-op, you definitely shouldn't have carbonation. I mean, talk to your doctor. Different doctors say different things. There's some doctors that don't have any problem with carbonation later out from surgery. My doctor didn't make a big deal out of it, and basically and you're not supposed to drink out of a straw, I think, freshly out of surgery either, so I do both. I drink carbonation and I drink out of a straw now. I can't drink pop very much. It does make me feel very bloated, but like those drinks aren't as carbonated. The the sparkling waters, I feel like mixed with wine, that takes some of the carbonation out or dilutes it. So those aren't a big issue for me. I don't really drink pop though, to be honest with you. Occasionally I have a diet pop, but it usually ends up just like blowing up my stomach. Sometimes I'll do the machine, you know, the Coke machine that has all the different flavors in it. I'll do like a regular, like light lemonade, and then throw a little bit of carbonation in it, and that's a nice balance. But it's kind of like what you can do as far as your body, and you have to figure out what works for you. Some people can't eat certain things, you know, like I found out, well, when I was newly post-op, I had some wasabi, and I almost like hurled my guts out. It was terrible. 2 weeks post-op, it's so hard just to sip water or getting the protein, but herbal tea is keeping me alive. Yeah, you're in those early phases. That is a very hard time. And it was probably about a month after surgery I really started morning food, and that's when you can start eating again, and then you'll be craving something so delicious, and you start eating it, and you can take like one bite, and you almost, like, I can remember almost being in tears because I wanted to eat it. And you know, like, that was me breaking off food addiction. And it's still a real thing, as you saw in my last video. Like, I still struggle with food addiction, and I'm going through it right now where I've like been eating like crap and still have this thought of I like need food. I'm like bored, so what am I gonna go eat? The past 2 days I've been doing that. Today I've been, you know, handling it well, but trying to distract myself, and been working and had an appointment today, so that kind of helped, but it sucks. Anyway, I wish you the best. I hope that you keep watching the videos and that it helps you in some way in other people's videos. I know probably newly post-op people can help a lot in what to expect. I didn't do any videos freshly post-op because I wasn't ready to share that about myself. I had a lot of shame about my surgery for so long, and you know, until like December of 2015, I think it was, that I put my video out there about my weight loss surgery story. That was when I first like accepted it and was just ready to put it out there for people. And since I've never looked back. So if you're dealing with that kind of stuff, mental shame, I feel your pain there too. So, but it gets better, I promise. You can pretty much eat anything now, although, you know, certain things aren't great on my belly. Salad works for me. Salad doesn't work for some people, you know. I am a lightweight. Going back to the alcohol conversation, I am definitely more of a lightweight now. I have to be very careful. That's why I do the spritzers, not just for calories and carbs. It's because before I know it, I will be drunk if I'm not careful. I was doing vodka soda for a while, but like, you know, 2-3 of those, and like it's, you know, I'm good to go. So you just have to be kind of mindful about those things post-op and see very carefully what you can do. My internet just came back. Will I be able to watch what I missed once it's over? Absolutely. This video will be in my videos just like a normal video. So absolutely you can watch it. I don't know if you missed much, but I appreciate that you want to. Sometimes I think these videos are a little bit laggy anyway, at least like in the past when I've watched them, but my living room, I'm noticing, looks kind of funny because I'm washing one of my covers for one of my couch cushions. So if you see that white cushion back there, Lily got slime on it. I'm going on vacation, yes. I feel like I've been talking so much about that, so I apologize if you're bored by my vacation talk, but I am headed to South Beach, I was saying, for Monday and Tuesday, Key West on Wednesday, and then probably Universal Studios for Thursday and Friday. You're so beautiful and an inspiration to many of us. Thank you, Courtney. That's so sweet to hear you say. That makes me feel very, very touched. If I touch anyone or relate to anyone in a video, it means so much to me. I just never realized like how badly people wanted to hear other people's experiences. But I feel like we should all, if you feel comfortable in any capacity, even if it's just to share with one person that you think is struggling, share your hardships, share your pain, share what you go through, because that's the thing that helps people the most in the whole world, I feel like, is knowing they're not alone and maybe like knowing how you got through it. Yeah, and so yeah, vacation, Universal Studios, I'm thinking Thursday and Friday perhaps. Actually, no, it would be Friday. Probably just for the one day, maybe half day on Saturday before we fly out Saturday night. I hope she's going to do keto with me at least a little bit, because I don't want to be alone in making good food choices. Although I can't eat bread anyway, so there's not a ton of things that would tempt me. Maybe gluten-free bread or gluten-free pasta, but I'll just probably try to avoid that kind of thing altogether. I'm thinking Cuban food will have some good options for keto, like Cuban sandwiches maybe without a bun, or is paella? No, that's Spanish, but there's Spanish restaurants around there too. Like the seafood that comes in the big bowl and it takes like hours and hours to cook. I've never actually had it, so that would be kind of fun to try. And I think there's going to be definitely some options. Still bummed about that dang jumpsuit though. Then I was looking at buying one online and it's just not as cute. Such a bummer. Kind of an NSV though to think I would even wear a jumpsuit. And I do still have issues with my old belly. I have never showed you guys. Really, I'll show you a little bit. Like, this is like terrible lighting. But I have my belly like all tucked into my pants. So like, yeah, this isn't a good example. But you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, okay, see, there, that's gross. If you follow me on Instagram, then you can see, well, the EmilyAMVSG, you can see like my skin issues. I was saying on my Instagram story the other night, I actually got scheduled September 26th, I think it is, for a local plastic surgeon here for my consultation. I was kind of bummed because I wanted it in August just to kind of figure things out if I'm going to stay here or go to Mexico. And they didn't have an appointment until September, so that was a little bit of a bummer, but I feel like the timing is supposed to work out how it's supposed to work out, so we'll see what he says. He does do 360 lifts, which is what I would like because I need that booty pulled up, and I just feel like I don't want to stop in the front. There's just enough like back fat and skin that I just want to do like the whole 360 and get it done with if he advises that, which I think he will because that's how my skin's rolling these days. Something that bugged me though, you guys, is that he doesn't have any work posted online. And they said, no, they just don't do that. She said something about HIPAA to me, which I work in the insurance industry, so I know. Sorry, guys. Now you see the glitches that happen pretty much every time I make a video. I feel like something like that happens. She was telling me like it can be a HIPAA violation for them to put pictures online, which is so ridiculous since you can block people's faces out or just like do like from the neck down, and obviously their names aren't going to be on there, but I just let her go with that. And he is on the Real Self app. If you haven't looked at that, and if you haven't looked at the Real Self app and you're doing anything with plastics or thinking about it in the future, download that like right away. It's so informative. But the only picture that this doctor has, his name is Dr. Livingston, Andrew Livingston in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The only picture that pops up in your face when you go to look at him is this girl had necrosis, which is like dead skin. That's weird since the block out the face on most of those. I know, it's ridiculous. So the girl that I saw has like she had a 360, and it was at the top of like her butt crack and then the incision line, and she had like where the skin like basically dies, and it was like receding, and she had to pack it, she said, twice a day for like 9 months, and she was off work as long as possible, like the FMLA, as long as they would let that go, and that she still felt crappy. She did say he was a good doctor, and of course, like, I have to take that with a grain of salt because he has a really good rating on like Google. Like he is rated on things. They just don't have a website with all their pictures of their work. I just find that so odd. Like I feel like he would do so much more business if he just had a website with. Sorry guys, again. If he just had a website with pictures, but maybe he doesn't want more business. I don't know. And this is the one where insurance might cover part of it, so we'll see. I'm having tripod issues in case you couldn't tell. Oh, thank you, Big Mama. I am not really worried about the surgery. I'm just going to hold it. I'm not really worried about the surgery so much because I'm a procrastinator warrior, so I'm sure like right before I go for the surgery, I will be nervous about it. And I am a little nervous of like the outcome, especially being a parent and like a single parent, as far as there's like stuff that I can't get out of doing, or I can't just say I don't want to do that. Although, you know, my kids are 10 and 13, so they're old enough to take care of themselves, but it's just, that's the part that worries me, is not being able to like get around with them. But I think overall it's going to be mentally and physically so much better for me to do this surgery. So I am looking forward to it. But yeah, it's a big deal, and I don't want to take it lightly, and I do want to see pictures of things that could happen, which that girl with a necrosis is a cautionary tale that I do need to be aware of, because there's always complications that can happen with a surgery. So I know I need to make myself aware of them, even though like no one wants to think that, you know, that could happen to them. Kind of like when I went and had my first kid, Lily. You know, I never really thought about that I might have to have a C-section, and I didn't, but they brought it up at one point because she took so long to come out. And when they brought it up, I was like, geez, it really hadn't even crossed my mind, because I don't tend to think negatively. I don't tend to think of the worst thing that's going to happen. So I should have maybe mentally prepared that there's always a chance of having a C-section, and there's always a chance of complications with surgery, which is another reason I'm looking to have it done possibly locally, because if there's revisions that need to be done, or if there are any complications, it's just better to be near the surgeon. Even though if it's Mexico, I would stay for a week, but I don't know. So anyway, I feel like I've been blah blah blah, just rambling. So I'm probably gonna let you guys go, and thanks, Big Mama. I will have a wonderful vacation. I just have a feeling. I will be sharing with you guys. I was going to try to do a live video while I was on vacation. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to, or like I just can't guarantee that's going to happen. So I wanted to do one this week, and I do want to have a video ready for you guys next week. So I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to vlog my food, and follow me on Snapchat so you can see, guys. And like this video if you liked it, please. And follow me on Snapchat, red42897. That's probably the most fun time that I have, is on Snapchat. And then EmilyAMVsg on Instagram is my VSG, fitness journey, plastics journey. And then my personal Instagram, gingerlifegoals. Thank you guys so much for watching, so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. Gotta say that spiel, but really, guys, subscribe, because then you get notifications when I'm live, when I have new videos, and I just like seeing your faces, and I love seeing all your comments and your questions and your feedback and encouragement of each other. That has been probably the best thing I've read, is just you guys encouraging each other on things that you comment about, and I love it. I had my 2nd month pre-op weigh-in today. Fantastic, Kiri. When are you scheduled for surgery? I hope soon, because the waiting is the worst. I didn't have to wait that long. I feel like everything went by in a blur. By the time I decided to have surgery, I feel like 2 months is the tops, like, that I waited to have it. Like, from the time I figured out in my head that I wanted it even before I saw a doctor. So mine moved really fast, which I'm glad. See you soon too, Big Mama. You guys are the best. Comment below if if you want to add to any of this. 4 months. 4 months, need to wait 6 months for insurance purposes. Yep, that's pretty common, I think. And congratulations on your surgery. That's so exciting. Such an awesome thing. It's so nice for me to be on this side of the surgery, and 5 years out, guys, almost 5 years out, and I can tell you, best decision I ever made, hands down. So all of you pre-oppers, just stay positive. It's going to be awesome, and just make sure that you're following and looking at what people that have been successful do. So you're welcome, Carrie. Thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate it. And if you guys ever have critical feedback, like constructive criticism, let me know. I don't mind hearing it. If I can work on things or do better, I want to. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and have the best night. Happy to be here with y'all. Good night.